so it's day 6. Can you believe that we've done 6 days of this stuff? Right. So day 6 today represents the brow harmonic in terms of energy centres, also known as ajna in Sanskrit. It has 2 vortices, one to the front and one to the back. The sound that represents is Om. The colour that represents is indigo, and the field of the human energy field that represents is the celestial body. Back to the energy centre. The energy centre, in terms of esoterica, it is basically where duality ends. Yeah, it's where duality ends. And where duality ends, when that is fully activated, we then supposedly become wise and we enter what is known as completion and unity consciousness and that kind of thing. So what we try to do is just try to, come as close to that as we possibly can. The energy field that corresponds to ajna, or the brow chakra, as we said before, is the celestial body. Do you remember what issues we can locate with the celestial body? Anyone? Huh?
Just important other times.
Yeah. So we've got programs, can be connected to other times and places, although it would be primarily the 7th that's connected to that stuff, patterns and repetitions, and it's also connected to other beings and that kind of thing, yeah, beings from the etheric realms and that sort of thing. So today we're going to look at what we're going to be doing for this day, and what we've got is we've done a whole bunch of work and you're ready to go on to some other stuff today, such as we're going to look at how we can transform consumer products, things like food and water. We're going to be discussing what goes on in a bunch of our other classes today, how you would facilitate and how you would practice, some guidelines. We're going to be looking at the whole death experience. That's one of the workshops of today, and that was a very big subject because there's many different ways that we can approach that. It could either be death experiences that we have to deal with on this side of life, or perhaps we might want to look at it from, depending on what you would like to touch upon today, dealing with beings or people that have passed on, and perhaps you would like to practice and find out how to communicate with them safely and effectively, yeah, and how to be able to communicate what you get correctly if you choose that one today. We're also going to have a workshop where we are in contact with celestial beings today. That's going to be a group process, and again we need to know how to do that efficiently, correctly, and make sure that we are not in contact with any malicious beings. That's the most important part of it, yeah? So having the correct discernment and knowing that you are not sort of like wandering off into a dodgy or sketchy area of the universe. Right. We're going to have a look at things like divine timing and manifestation, what that means, what it's all about, sort of the baseline of it. And also at the end of the day, we're going to be looking at sacred geometry and the introduction of the Merkaba, which is what tomorrow is all about for day 7. So thanks very much for being here for this intro of day 6. Don't forget to follow on Instagram and also on Periscope at Helen Makes Miracles. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Helen Christodoulou, where there's loads of valuable free content over there for you, waiting for you to snap it up. See you tomorrow.